Hello, beautiful people. Quinn here. It is the Gregorian date, November 1st. We are in the time of the ancestors and the thinned veil. Yesterday was what some call Halloween, Halamas, Samhain. It was also a day of costumes and becoming something that maybe is a part of us, an alter ego, which is always lovely. I decided to make this video, this prayer today, moving into the time of the honoring of this place where I am in Arizona, which is the All Souls Day, tomorrow, this time, honoring the dead, honoring our ancestors, especially of our family, our relatives, but yet we are all relatives, aren't we? So a prayer for unity, a prayer for peace and solidarity, a prayer of protection for all earth protectors, water protectors that need it significantly right now. But it's also for anyone who stands up to assist, to help, to bless, to protect. I am lighting cedar behind the camera. Sage is burning in front of the camera. Blessings and prayers for all who need it, including you, including me. Yesterday, I remembered a poem that I wrote, I think it was in 2000 or 2001. Maybe it was around the time of the Twin Towers coming down, the 9/11 time. That would make sense. It might have been a little later when the Iraq War was started. But I think that this poem is still pertinent, meaningful, unfortunately true. And so I will read it. I had to find it in my old writings. As things go on and we have to make choices, what will we choose to do? What will we be willing to do? And that's what this poem is about. So think for yourself about these questions. In these troubled times, our world has become a snafu. But what are we really willing to do? Are we ready to walk off the job or give up the car? Go to the slammer or walk really far? To stand up for what we know must be done? To change the dangerous course we are on? Because it will only change if we decide to resist, speak out, and even die. To expose the people who insist on the lie that keeps us all down, yet makes them feel high. So to create the future that we know to be true, I ask each of us to ask each of you, what am I really willing to do? As these times unfold, we ask the ancestors, our human ancestors, the ancestors that we know, the ancestors that we have forgotten. They are all in our DNA. The ancestors of the trees that are still here, and the massive numbers of ancient ones who have been cut down and burned to make room for greed. We ask the ancestor of water, still a bit left here, clean and pure. The majority has been tainted and poisoned. We are mostly water, and most of us have tainted water within ourselves. We ask for the ancestors not only of our own, but of all the people who are most directly affected by the greed of some. The ones who are experiencing the climate crisis as it shifts. Most of us who might be watching this are protected for now. But we ask for the ancestors of the ones who are at most risk right now to guide us, to be brave, to have courage, to do what we can through these devices that we all are using to communicate, and also to be courageous in our physical world actions. As we meet people in the physical world, what we say, what we do, how we hold space, how we act when it is necessary. We ask for this bravery and courage from our ancestors that live inside of us in what we call our DNA, our cells, our water cells. They are here, these ancestors. They are watching. They are living through us. They are cheering us on. They are asking us to act for them. This is my prayer today. I recently have been asked to strengthen my prayers, to heal the part of me that has learned to doubt the power of prayer. This is why I am recording this now, because I need to show my ancestors that I am not afraid, that I can pray, that I do believe and know in the wisdom of the ancestors that they are not dead. They are here with us right now because they are us. I ask for the wisdom and the guidance of the ancestors as they help us remember that human privilege is not above all else and all others' rights. We can claim and do claim white privilege, wealthy privilege, male privilege, and there is this thing that we might be so blind to that is called human privilege. We have been taught that our rights are above all other beings and persons' rights, whatever shape and form. We ask the ancestors for patience and guidance as they help us remember how to be a blessed part of the sacred web of life. Blessings to you and all the ones you love.